Ndị be anyị ekelekwanụ m unu. Anyị sị ka nke chiri ya zialụ. Anyị sị ka ọ mara n'ala Igbo na mma. Anyị adị ka Chineke ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru ya, otu akwa ya dịrị. Ise, ise, ise. Dị ka o si dị ụbọchị uhuruchi nketa anyị wetara nnukwu ozi. Biko geenụ ntị. Ife a bụ according to the Biafran activist wetara ya bụ ozi. As he quote, good news and massive update on Biafran Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa's bail condition. Wow, this is very huge. All right, tupu nnapụ unu na-ege ya bụ ife ji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ dịka esi kwuo nkwa gị na-ewetere ya bụ update gbasata maka ihe na-eme na Finland and ihe na-eme n'obodo nọ n'ime ya and nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ. Ife a bụ nnukwu update anyị na-eche ori oge ọ dropụgo very soon. Mazi Simon Ekpa will be released. Gee ya bụ ife nwanne anyị nwoke ji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ dịka ihe gị ya metụ aka na comment and react on it. All right, over to you, sir.
And through the Paijahame District Court came out and informed Simon and his lawyer Carl Gumeres that Mr. Simon must meet 5 conditions stipulated by the government of Finland before he will be granted a bail. Yes, Mr. Simon must meet 5 conditions stipulated by the government of Finland before the Paijahame District Court will grant Simon a bail. But as we speak, Simon has agreed to 3 out of the 5 conditions. Mr. Simon, together with his legal representative, has agreed to 3 of these conditions out of 5. Well, showing right now on your screen are the 5 conditions where the Paijahame District Court informed Simon that if he wants a full bail, he must call off the sit at home observed in the southeastern region of Nigeria. Yes, Mr. Simon must come out and tell the Igbos that every Monday wouldn't be a sit at home in that part of the region. The second condition is that Simon must come out on a Finnish broadcasting channel and preach about one Nigeria. And the third condition is that he must sign some necessary documents. And the fourth condition is that he must always report himself to a police station every single day. And the fifth condition is very, very simple and actually clear. Travel restrictions will be placed on him. He must agree to stringent travel conditions. But as we speak, Simon has agreed to 3 out of these 5 conditions. And in this video, we shall be discussing and disclosing every single thing that you need to know and understand. First and first, Carl Gumeres was in the Paijahame District Court yesterday to discuss these conditions with the lawyers representing the Paijahame District Court. Yes, in that meeting, he presented the fact that Simon, his client, has agreed to 3 conditions. The question here is, what are the 3 conditions accepted by Simon? Well, we'll come back to this particular case in a second. Let's take a look at the arguments presented by Carl Gumeres. Yes, the court of law told Carl Gumeres that his client, Simon, is the individual responsible to the sit at home in the southeastern region of Nigeria. Yes, but Carl Gumeres made a very, very interesting claim that, see, Simon, my client, is not responsible to any sit at home in the southeastern region of Nigeria. Yes, these are the exact words of Carl Gumeres. He made mention of the fact that the government of the USB, headed by the Deputy Prime Minister in the person of Ngozi Orabueze, has made a clear statement that the sit at home is voluntary and not mandatory. Yes, this is the claim Carl Gumeres, the lawyer representing Simon, stated in the court of law. Yes, showing right now on your screen is an evidence he also presented, where on the 21st of April this said month, Ngozi Orabueze made a statement regarding the sit at home in the southeastern region of Nigeria. When you read it, states breaking: the voluntary Monday lockdown of all businesses, offices in the USB nation continues today, being the 21st of April of 2025. Yes, Carl Gumeres stated categorically that Ngozi Orabueze, which happens to be the Deputy Prime Minister, issued a statement categorically stating that the Monday sit at home is a voluntary civil disobedience. This is a claim presented by the lawyer representing Mr. Simon in the court of law. This man also went a step further to claim that his client, Simon, cannot call off something that is voluntary, that the people of the southeastern region of Nigeria have chosen to observe this particular event every single Monday, that his clients cannot call off something that millions of individuals have chosen to do. But the court of law made a citation. Showing right now on your screen is something the court of law informed Carl Gumeres. Anyways, you can find all of this briefing in the Paijahame District Court, because the court posted the whole conversation there. But the only problem is that this whole conversation was presented in Finns, the language spoken in Finland. So you have to translate all of the conversations from Finns to English. Anyways, moving on swiftly, the court of law informed Carl Gumeres that your client's sit-at-home has affected the economy of Nigeria. Showing right now on your screen is a citation presented which clearly explains how the sit-at-home has affected Nigeria's economy in all ramifications. At the same time, an individual representing the Paijahami District Court was in Enugu State a couple of months back to give first-hand info about the Monday sit-at-home. Showing right now on your screen is a video presented in the court of law where a citizen of Finland was in Enugu State, Nigeria to observe how the sit-at-home is being operated. And based out of his presentation, he claimed that a lot of individuals were unalived because they chose not to respect or they chose not to observe the sit-at-home. And the court of law are stating categorically that the sit-at-home is not a voluntary act or action because a lot of individuals has lost their lives because of this particular sit-at-home in Nigeria. Carl Gumeres also came out to challenge the court of law and its statements. Anyways, moving on swiftly, in the part where Mr. Simon must come out and preach on one Nigeria, which happens to be the second condition stipulated by the government of Finland through the Paijahami District Court, Carl Gumeres came out to make a very, very interesting claim regarding to that particular condition. Carl Gumeres claimed that his client is not against one Nigeria. Yes, his client, Mr. Simon, is not against one Nigeria. Showing right now on your screen is his particular claim where it states, Simon's goal was to influence the formation of an independent state of USB in the southeastern part of Nigeria from Finland. Carl Gumeres also claimed that his client wants Nigeria to exist, but he doesn't want Nigeria to exist with the southeastern region of Nigeria, claiming that they are constantly attacking us and have committed numerous offenses against us, and we are forced to defend ourselves. This is coming from Simon. This particular sentence is coming from Mr. Simon, and it was presented by his lawyer in the court of law. Like I said, you can find all of this court briefing in the Paijahami District Court. It was presented in Finns and not in English. You have to translate every single thing to English for you to understand and get full updates. Yes, with all of that being said, let's take a look at the conditions that Mr. Simon has agreed to. Yes, like I said previously, Simon has agreed to 3 conditions out of the 5. So the question here is, what are these conditions? Showing right now on your screen is yet again the 5 conditions. And let's start with the number 5. Mr. Simon has agreed to all the travel restrictions placed on him. Simon has agreed to stay in Sumi Lati, throughout his time. And he has promised and he will sign documents stating categorically that he will not leave Sumi Lati in any way, shape or form. He has also agreed to submit all his travel credentials like his passports, his IDs and whatsoever to the Finnish authorities. Yes, so Mr. Simon has agreed to the number 5 of these conditions. Moving on swiftly, Simon has agreed to number 4. He has agreed to visit a police station situated or domiciled very close to his apartment. He has agreed to go every single day, report himself to a police station and sign that he was present in that particular day and time. This is actually straight to the point. This is something that he has to do. He has to report himself to a police station every single day and show presence. So now, things are getting very interesting. Which other condition did Simon agree to? Since he have agreed to the number 5 and the number 4, which other one did he agree to? Is it to sign documents? Is it to preach on one Nigeria? Is it to call off the sit-at-home? Well, I guess we all know the condition that Simon has agreed to. Yes, there is no way on earth that he's going to preach on one Nigeria, which happens to be number 2. Simon will never come out and say, okay, I no longer support the USB movement, but I want to now spread one Nigeria to all the citizens of the USB. Simon will never do that. And he said, his client said that Simon is against that particular one, which is to preach on one Nigeria. That his client is against it, and his client will not do it because it's against his own belief. Yeah, so now we are left with number 1 and number 3. So which conditions did he pick to make up the 3 listings he has agreed to. Well, Simon has agreed to sign all necessary documents that has to do with the bail, his bailing from the Kilamakoski Correctional Center. Simon has agreed to sign all the documents like he's going to provide sureties and also reports back to the Kilamakoski Correctional Center when need be. So Mr. Simon has agreed to 3 conditions, which are number 3, 4, and 5. And the conditions of number 1 and 2 are still ongoing. Carl Gomeres currently is still trying to negotiate with the Paijahame District Court. And
ndị be anyị ngwadarụ niile nụ dịka unu si wee gee ya bụ ife anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'ebe akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Anyị chọrọ ịma ife unu chere n'ụdị nke unu gbasata maka ya bụ ife nwanne nwoke kọwagasị ọpdeti o wetara anyị n'iru akwụkwọ ka efu nche gbasata maka ya bụ ife dropụrụ anyị ya n'akara kọment na kọment sekshọn ka anyị fụ alụ gị fụfụ iche mgbaka emesịa na ụmụnne m.